Alright, in this video we're going to look at the difference between metals and nonmetals. So these are some properties of metals. Most we know they're shiny. Malleable and ductile. Malleable means you can hammer them into a sheet without breaking. Ductile means you can make them into a wire, which they often are because they're good at conducting electricity. They're usually solids at room temperatures. Some exceptions are like mercury is a liquid. They're usually pretty dense, like heavy. Aluminum, I guess, would be an exception. They're high melting and boiling point. They react with acids, and they typically lose electrons. Nonmetals, on the other hand, are often the opposite. They're dull, they're brittle, like they'll shatter when you hit them. They don't conduct. They can be solid, liquid, or gas at room temperature, really all three, and they'll typically gain electrons. So now let's do a few problems with these. So here we have some clues. We want to figure out if they're metals or nonmetals. So if it's malleable, that's typically a sign of a metal. A good conductor, that's typically a sign of a metal. So I'd probably call this a metal. Shiny is usually a sign of a metal, but if it's brittle, that's usually a sign of a nonmetal. So if it's a little bit of both, it's often a semi-metal, which exists, a semi-metal, or sometimes it's called a metalloid. Same thing. So if it has kind of properties of both, it might fit into that category. Gas at room temperature is typically a nonmetal. Reacts with acid is often a metal. Dull is nonmetal, usually, and does not conduct. Nonmetal. So again, this might be a semi-metal. Hard to say. You can also tell if something's a metal or nonmetal by its location on the table. So everything to the left of the staircase here is a metal. To the right of the staircase is a nonmetal. One exception is hydrogen, despite its location, is actually also a nonmetal. And then ones that touch the staircase fully, like boron, silicon, germanium, these are semi-metals if they touch the staircase. One major exception to this is aluminum. If you've used aluminum at all, you know it's a metal, even though it touches the staircase. And there's some debate about polonium. Some sources say it's a metal, some say semi-metal. For the purposes of my class, we'll just say it's a semi-metal. We don't see it very often. So if it touched the staircase, these are your semi-metals. So here, if I want to judge, magnesium, it's here, so magnesium's a metal. Americium, it's down here, which remember is really over here, so that's also a metal. Bromine is up in this corner here, so this is a nonmetal. Arsenic is right here, and that's a semi-metal. So that's sort of how you tell the difference between metals and nonmetals. And that's it. So until next time, I am Derek Genova. Have a delightful day.